Welcome back. In the last video, we saw how to connect NodeRED to IFTTT so that we could do all sorts of stuff. And in this video, I'll just show you a little something to get those creative juices flowing. And what we're going to do is store data in a spreadsheet. We're going to use NodeRED, so we'll collect data with our Raspberry Pi somehow from somewhere on the network or a sensor or something like that, and then we'll make a request to IFTTT, and IFTTT will pass it along to Google Sheets and store it in a spreadsheet. Yes, of course, we could go directly from NodeRED to Google Sheets, and that is possible, and I've done it before, and it's probably preferable, but it does take a little more time to set up, and if you just want to get up and going really quick, IFTTT is really cool, and the goal of this is just to help you get some ideas flowing to show you how to use IFTTT. So I'll just go to my applets, and we'll create a new one here. We'll start with a webhook. This is all pretty much the same as the last video. We'll select the webhook, receive a web request, and I'll call my event spreadsheet test. There we go. And then we'll create that trigger. And then our that side will be, we'll just go over here and search for Sheets. And we'll click on Google Sheets and we will add a row to a spreadsheet. And here you could see how you could kind of set up that spreadsheet. Here's the spreadsheet name. And if that spreadsheet doesn't exist, then IFTTT will go ahead and create a new one for you. So I'll just leave that name there. And here's how the row will be formatted. We'll have the timestamp, the event name, and then a couple of values. And you could rearrange these if you want and set that up however you like. So I'm just going to go ahead and create that action and say finish. And now that guy is running. And over here on NodeRED, it's actually exactly the same. All I did was the HTTP request is the same. But here in the request parameters, I just changed the event name to spreadsheet test, and I just changed some of these values. That's all I did. So you would collect your data somehow over a network connection, and then you would create this message.payload object with whatever values you want to save. If it's a motion sensor, whenever motion is detected, you set that value to 1, or whenever a projector is powered on, or whatever it is. If you want to poll for a projector lamp hours once a day and then store them in a spreadsheet, or whatever you dream up. Temperature at different times of the day, brightness in the room if the room is occupied. So that's it. We'll just say done here, deploy that guy, and then we'll go over here to debug, and we'll click on our timestamp, and then we should see that that request goes through, and then we could take a look at our sheet. And IFTTT created a sheet for us, and I'll just open these guys up here, and we see there's our timestamp, there's the event name, and there are my 2 values. Now, this is really cool because it happens in real time. So I'm going to rearrange my screen a little and show you a little bit of that. So check this out. I got my screen rearranged here, and whenever I click this timestamp, we'll see right on the Google Sheet that it happens in real time. You see that? Isn't that cool? That shows up right up there. And I could work on this sheet, like if I wanted to add a row on top and put some labels on here, I could call that timestamp and event, and then value 1 and value 2. And I'm working on this sheet, but so is my IFTTT integration. Really cool stuff. So let's take this one step further and show you how to really use this data. So we've got our data in our spreadsheet, and wouldn't it be cool if we could run some reports on that? And Google Sheets makes it super easy here in the bottom right with this Explore button. So you click on Explore, and to create charts with this data, basically we just hit select all, and some charts will automatically be created for us. Isn't that cool? Like right here on the side, we could make this big, and you could see here are value 1 and value 2, and it's all compared. Obviously, the 0, and here's the timestamp on the side there. I mean, this could be really powerful stuff. Pie charts, whatever you like. So really cool way to run reports so that you could be a superstar at the next quarterly meeting and present some real data and show exactly how your systems are being used. So get to it, AV programmers. This is really exciting stuff. You could really impress your boss or create a new service and run reports for your customers and show them how their systems are being used. Possibilities are pretty much endless. All you have to do is give it a try. So leave some comments. Let me know what you think.